So one thing that I like to do, I love watching the Huberman podcasts where he goes in depth into lots of studies around particular subjects. He does a really good job, better than I've seen in nearly anyone. But they go for a fair while. It's usually an hour or two. But um, I like to summarize them in brief as possible terms as just so I can remember it, keeping all the core details alive. So that's what I wanted to do for you guys today. The one I was watching, I watched it a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. The one about water, he just basically identifies the optimum water intake according to multiple studies and the type of water and everything like that. When I started drinking the water in the way that he said and the type of water, I did notice a difference. I did notice that it was that I felt clearer minded. My lips weren't dry anymore. My mouth wasn't dry. I believe my skin was better. I slept better. Everything just got a little bit better, I believe. I never used to focus on hydration at all. I come from a background of a lot of fasting, dry fasting, water fasting, because I believed it was healthy. And because of that, I never really thought about water. But ever since doing that, I've now thought about water ever since for the last few weeks, just because I notice a massive difference in a lot of things going on. So essentially what he says is that you need to drink water every 2 hours for the first 10 hours that you're awake, 500 milliliters of water. So 500 milliliters of water every 2 hours for the first 10 hours. So that's 5 lots of 500 milliliters of water. Then stop drinking water because you don't want to have to get up in the middle of the night. So I like to scull the water. That's why I did it. He doesn't say it exactly like that. To do it every 2 hours, it's the way I've summarized it to make it easy. I don't want to sip water all day, so I just scull it every couple of hours. And the type of water is high magnesium water. He calls it hard water. So high magnesium that's above, I believe it's 7.9 or a pH of above, is it 7 or 8? And it needs to have calcium and it needs to be low fluoride. I think the fluoride was below 2, something like that. Just low fluoride. Not a lot of, in Australia, I don't believe any of the cities have water that's suitable for that. We have a lot of stuff in there that I don't want to drink. I never drink our tap water. There are some countries that have it. I believe Germany, the Netherlands, Switzerland. I'm not sure where else. But yeah, you'd have to check that. I believe the government website for your local city, country has that information. So the way that I do it is I'll buy the water. It's quite expensive, but I just think it's worth the sacrifice. The best I find is Evian. It's pretty consistent flavor. You can taste the hard water quality, kind of prefer it in a way to the spring water. And you just check the backs of the water and it tells you what they've got in it. So Evian's good. Fiji has too much. It has a lot of magnesium, but too much fluoride for some reason. A lot of, Italian waters and stuff like that do have it, pretty good. And there's I've got it here, alkaline water. So this one, it's a bit of a scam because all alkaline mean is high magnesium. That's all it means. pH 9 or 10. It's just high magnesium. So I get that one. It's cheaper actually than Evian here in Australia. So yeah, and what I noticed with the water, the difference is it's quite good in terms of, quite noticeable in terms of if I drink spring water all day, scull it like I was saying, it just sits in my stomach and I don't quite feel as satisfied, like I just keep being thirsty. But if I drink this magnesium water, it's fine. It doesn't sit in my stomach and I seem to just get hydrated and forget about it. So that does seem to make a difference. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you do drink coffee, then if you drink coffee or you exercise, then you need to double the amount. So if 1 hour you drink a coffee, you have to have 2 lots of 500 milliliters. If 1 hour you exercise, then you have to have 2 lots of 500 milliliters. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So to summarize that, high magnesium water, 500 milliliters every 2 hours for the first 10 hours that you're awake, so 5 times. And then stop drinking the water and you should notice a difference in a lot of things. Thanks, guys.